Right. So now let's do actually some what we say some selenium code, or if you want to get the password user, you will get all. So let me import selenium jars first of all into it, and let's try to uh, you know get the URL of website from there. And okay, you will understand. We'll progress by doing some selenium stuff so that you will get actual exposure. So let me import the jars first. Go to framework, right click, properties, and Java build path. Right now there are no jars here. Add external jars, and there is a selenium. This is, you can import this one jar. Everything will be, you will be getting. This is selenium server jar. Okay. Don't confuse with the selenium normal and server jar. This has some extra capabilities when you are actually doing a remote testing. More about this you can watch it on selenium grid module, where I clearly explained about this. Okay, right, select this and click on OK. And now you say driver dot, is it not imported yet? We have imported selenium, right? Let me refresh it. Okay, where is WebDriver? We are not even telling from where we need to access it. Okay, now again one more catch here. Today your client asks you to run in Firefox. After a month, if he asks you to run on Chrome, will you go and update in all the test cases where you have written WebDriver driver equals to Firefox to Chrome? See, think in practical. See what happens in real time. Okay, now we have completely learned selenium and we are good to go for all. But now this is a stage where you have to think about how the real time works. Okay, so if there are 500 test cases where you go and write Firefox driver, and tomorrow your client comes and say run it on Chrome. So what you do? Go and update in all the time? No, you need to write some mechanism here. I will go and define browser here and say some value. If now I will say Firefox, tomorrow if say client says just Chrome, when I just change Chrome, everything should run on Chrome browser. Okay, so how can we achieve that? If you just change the variable name here, how all your test cases will run on that browser? You might get this question. Let's write a code in such a way that by changing a little value here, all your test cases will point out to that particular browser. Okay, so let's see how we do that. Firefox, let me keep it with that for now. Come back to your class and driver, I say if prop dot get property, you know what it does, and the browser. Okay, the value whatever you have defined will be printed here. Dot contains. Okay, if the value in the browser contains Firefox, okay, then go and do it in Firefox browser. Getting? See, I have defined browser here and gave Firefox variable. Now what I am saying is, if the get property of the browser, and it Firefox will be written, and if that is equals to Firefox, then comparison matching. If that is the case, then run it in Firefox. Okay, and I say else if, okay, let me remove these errors first. You need to give one more bracket, error will be gone, and move your mouse. It says import WebDriver, Firefox driver. No, else if prop dot, same thing, copy this, dot contains, what else you will provide there. If you provide Chrome there, and I'll make a checkpoint if it is a Chrome, Okay, or you say if it is equals to anything, you say if that is what you returned is if it is equals to Firefox, then open Firefox, and whatever you returned if it is a open Chrome, open in the Chrome. But there is some error here. Let's see what's the accurate function you have for that. Equals to, yeah, this is equals to, that's it. Okay, uh, it's trying a for syntax. Let me remove this. Right, it's equals to Chrome, then write a code, same thing, run it on Chrome driver. Fine, and you need to give some system dot set property blah blah blah. Remember, for Chrome it's not easy to run in a single step. You need to provide one more step. Let's do just write a code for now. Else if both are not present, let's take go with an Internet Explorer. Okay, Internet Explorer driver, done. So it's up to you now. Go and put Chrome, it will automatically pick the Chrome. Go and put Firefox, it will automatically pick Firefox. Okay, I'm not hard coding in what browser it should run. Everything will be taken care by this if condition based upon the values you provided data driven. Okay, done. Now let me comment out this username not required for us. So once the browser is set, then I have to give the URL. And as I said, URL also might change all the time. And one more, when you are, remember in Java, when you are writing driver inside a loop, the object is the state and the life of the object lies for this in this loop only. Once you come out of this loop, the power of driver will be lost. So that's the reason what you need to do is copy and paste it on the top so that it will be give a public variable, public driver equals to, first of all give a null, because we are again we are defining however here, right? And now we can remove all this because driver we already defined on the top. Okay, these are little bit tricky Java oops basic concepts. When you define WebDriver direct object here, the life of the object lies only in the loop, but whenever you define globally, it applies to everywhere. Okay, it's just like if in your state you are electing a president. Okay, if there are state you are electing a minister for your state, and the life of the rights he will have in his state only, in his loop only. Go and define globally, he will be the president and he will have the rights for every state. Okay, just think, take a real-time situation and compare here. The Java is nothing like some completely new world. It's, you can always connect it into the real time with real lives. Got it. Now we have successfully set the browser, and now I say uh, driver dot. Now you can see that I got all the URL. Again, I'll not hard code the URL. I will take the URL from my properties file. Prop dot, sorry, double quotes we need to give later. Prop dot get property URL. Is that the same I have written here? URL. Okay, URL. Okay, now URL, let's go to google.com. Okay, google.com, and browser is Firefox. Fine. Now I'll save this entire project. Now I will run the test case. Okay, now make your questions yourself. Did you hard code anywhere in what browser you need to run? No. You are saying just pulling out the object, and if it is equals to Firefox, run in that. If it is equals to Chrome, run here. If not, IE. Are you hard coding URL? No. You are taking from external file. There is nothing hard coding here, and I'll run this test case. It should open in Firefox browser and it should hit the google.com page. Let's see how it goes.